It's great to have you with us on a sad day like this. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Bill.
Let's start with something. You were in Dallas at the time. We weren't at the scene, but you were in Dallas at the time. At what point did you realize that this wasn't simply just a crime in progress, a violent crime where officers were hit? When did you realize that this appeared to be a hunt for police officers?
Actually, I was at home, and my supervisor called me at about 9:05. The shooting started about 8:58 p.m., and she said, "Get down here. We need your help." She said, "Don't come to the downtown area. Come to headquarters. It's kind of gone bad on us down there, and we've got several officers down." We didn't know exactly how many. The numbers changed as the night went on. When I left the house, there were 2 dead and maybe 5 wounded, and by the time I got there, there was 5 dead and 11 to 12 wounded.
Well, Rich, I don't expect, and I'm certainly not going to ask you to try to tell us what that must be like on the families of police officers, but I imagine that the first hours or so have got to be the most agonizing, because everybody who's married to a police officer is a father, son, daughter of a police officer. When you hear news like that and you see it live on television, hundreds, if not thousands, of families must have been just frozen with fear. This is their worst nightmare possibly come true. Is that the sense that you got, that the entire community of people related to these officers, nobody knew who was down and who wasn't?
Absolutely. And at first, we thought there was more than one shooter, because when you get into a shooting in a downtown setting, there's all kinds of sounds echoing, so it sounded like there were 4 or 5 shooters, and it was mass chaos, bodies on the ground, equipment on the ground, people trying to zero in on this guy, and they finally did up in the El Centro library.